That is how our brains have been developed. And so when we see somebody who seems to have something that is a symbol of status, you're going to feel like you're missing out. It feels like a threat to your status within that group. And so a lot of social media is the worst for it, right? So I make a lot of content around, myths about millionaires, and I disparage all these like, designer brands and everything. And I do it a little bit tongue in cheek, but you know, we're being sort of like all these images of Lamborghinis and designer bags. And you start to think that everyone else is living this luxury lifestyle and I'm not. And so then the impulse for you then is to go overspend to get some of those status items so that you can feel like you belong. I just want to be really sort of gentle around that too. I mean, that what's coming from that is this need to want to belong and to feel like we have friends and that people are going to look upon us in a good way. I mean, it comes from that sort of survival instinct, but that is one of the biggest problems we have in the United States are people spending way more than they have to try to uphold this sense of status, which really goes back to that survival brain. And so just understanding that we're wired to do it wrong, you can then interrupt that process. You can see something and go, oh, I'm feeling bad about myself. I want to go buy it and say, aha, I know what's happening right now. And a big part of what I try to do on social media is educate people around what most millionaires, how they actually spend their money. And it's very, very different than what we see on social media.
So how are most millionaires actually spending their money?